Hey guys, thanks for checking in. So right off the top, this is a disclaimer about the couple-minute clip I'm about to show you in regards to the sound and the focus quality of the video. I did my best, but I had to do it on the fly with my crappy, cheap Samsung Galaxy J2, which I highly recommend not to buy, first off. But that being said, this was filmed doing volunteer work with Brian, the other volunteer, at the Eden Landing Ecological Reserve, which is basically surrounded by urban sprawl. And it's an area, it's a highly sensitive area that very few are allowed to go into, except on certain times of the year. One time out of the year, about 50 duck hunters actually can, on a first come, first served basis, go out and hunt on a 10-day, it's like a 10-day window that they get to go out there. But otherwise, people aren't, it's not really open to the public. But I think locals do go in there once in a while. You can't stop everybody. But it's a beautiful place. I've seen like dozens of large pelicans and very rare ducks and other bird species out there. So it was pretty much an honor to be out there. And I took a moment to grab this crappy camera and show you some videos. And I'll attach some pictures that I took. I think I took about 2 or 3. Kind of give you an idea of how beautiful the area is. So I hope you enjoy it, and here it is. Thanks. Hey guys, thanks for checking in. So today I am over here at the San Francisco Bay. It's an ecological reserve that's actually off limits to people. I'm doing volunteer work here with another gentleman named Brian. Here, you might see him. He's up ahead, way up ahead. But I'm in an area that nobody has ever been to here. It's at Eden Landing, so I'm going to show you some video that he's going to let me shoot. And yeah, it's pretty much open. It's not even open to the public. So it's beautiful, San Francisco right over there. And well, I'll just let you see for yourself. Oh, okay. Well, that's all caused by erosion over time, right? Say hi, Brian.
Hi. See cracks right there. Yeah, so every time I come out here,
Wow, that's amazing right there.
So when I first started 10 years ago, I could drive out to the end.
Yeah.
So all this is eroded in the last 10.
This is the last 10 years, huh?
So just a couple months ago, I walked out to the end and picked up all on broken rock, and even got a truck bed liner.
Oh, look, there's San Mateo Bridge right there.
Yeah.
Wow, this is just beautiful.
Yeah. So I launched from that little rock beach over there, and I kayaked across. Just recently,
San
I got
Francisco.
a sheet of plastic that was 6 feet by 46 feet long. And it's thick plastic like this thick.
Yeah.
I'm doing this new patio in my backyard, and I put that plastic under all the bricks to keep the weeds from going through. So I kayaked out there, had to keep it in the water, so I towed it underwater because, you know, it's dense plastic, so it just barely floats. Towed it all the way back here, got it in the truck, took it home, and then I reused it.
Wow. That's beautiful. I mean, look how the fog is just kind of going over the peninsula right there. San Mateo right there. And we got Dumbarton.
This is just like the Dumbarton
Coyote
area,
Hills.
only no one's allowed out here. There's no bridges, there's no roads. 2 miles from that toll plaza, you're 2 miles from Alameda Creek, and you're 6 miles from the Dumbarton Bridge.
And this is all that pickleweed where the endangered species is at, correct?
Yeah.
That's the salt marsh mouse, or is that what the correct?
Salt harvest.
Salt harvest mouse. And what was the other bird species?
The clapper rail is the bird.
Clapper rail.
Yeah. So I've actually seen a clapper rail like twice. But both times we're out at the edge when I was kayaking.
Yeah.
And so it's very rare to ever see them.
This is just absolutely. If you've never been out there, I mean, back in the day, probably, right?
I've kayaked out at the edge.
Kayaked, yeah.
Yeah.
But all this is just protected, and
Yeah.
you can't do nothing out there. That's just all over the.
You can see big items occasionally that, you know, I'd love to pick up, but had thoughts it would be cool if you could get a helicopter and be on a little platform so it could lower you down and pick up this big stuff killing the marsh. But there you go.
So let me just say, in conclusion to the video, right off the top, just a little note to the cleanup that me and Brian did. The biggest offender of all the trash that we picked up were tennis balls. And I was really shocked by that. You know, the tennis balls, me alone must have picked up about 40 or 50 tennis balls. Old tennis balls, new tennis balls. I mean, I never seen so many in just that short period of time we were out there. And the reason Brian had told me that tennis balls were always being cleaned up was due to the fact that people love to throw their tennis balls out into the bay so their dogs can jump in the water and retrieve them. And then they would come back and bring their tennis balls back to their master. But after a while, dogs are like people, and like any other living thing, they get tired after a while, and eventually they say, okay, I'm done picking up tennis balls. And those tennis balls usually get caught up in the current, get washed away with the tide, and they usually end up in the shore somewhere down the bay. So next time you sit there and decide you want to throw a tennis ball and have your dog jump into the water to retrieve it, give them some time to rest, because maybe the dog's going to just say, okay, this ain't fun. I'm done fetching the ball for you, okay? So something to be, that's just a little note I wanted to throw out there. So just be wary of that, as well as I think I had found also a child's snowboard. You find just all kinds of stuff. And reason being is a lot of that stuff blows off of people's back of people's trucks or top of their cars, you know, and they're not properly strapped down. And so if they're going over a bridge or near the freeway or the highway that's kind of close to the bay or a road or something like that, a gust of wind will come and blow the items off. And usually they'll end up in the bay, and then it's like, bye-bye, you know, and then they'll just wash down the shore somewhere. So just be mindful of that. That being said, I hope you did enjoy it. And again, I apologize for the quality of the video and the sound. Next time I'll use better. I'll use a better phone, or hell, I'll just use a better camera in general. So thank you very much, and have a great day. Thanks. Peace.